Okay, hi guys. Today we're going to talk about star classification and the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram. So this is the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, and this diagram is used to classify and organize stars based on two features. We're talking about the feature of brightness and the feature of surface temperature. So Hertzsprung-Russell diagram classifies stars. Okay, so we classify stars based on two things, brightness and surface temperature. When I say brightness, another word that is sometimes used for that is luminosity or magnitude. Basically, that's just how bright the star looks when it's shining in the sky. Our scale of brightness goes from lowest to highest, meaning the brightest stars are going to be up here. So up here in this corner, we're going to have brightest. Okay, that means that over here we have, or down here, we have our dimmest, right? Our dimmest stars. Um, Now, something about this graph or this chart that's different than other ones you might have seen is that our temperature decreases along the x-axis. So normally we see numbers going up along this axis, but here we see numbers going down, right? It increases this way. So our hottest stars are toward this side and our coolest stars are over here. So this is hottest. Sorry, moving that around too much. And these are our coolest. Coolest. And we have brightest up here and we have dimmest. Right? Bright, dim. Okay, so basically you're going to read this chart like you would any other chart. Just keep in mind that our warmer temperatures, our hotter temperatures are toward the left. So what that means is our hottest stars are going to be our blue or blue-white stars, and our coolest stars are going to be our red stars. Okay, the stars are all organized by the color that they look like when we look at them from Earth. So these blue-white stars are all here. These are the names. The white stars are here. Yellow stars are here. There's our sun. And then red, orange, and red stars are here. You can look at a star and you can tell a lot of things about it from the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram. You can tell what color it is, of course. You can also tell what type of star it is. Is it a main sequence? Is it a giant? Is it a supergiant? Is it a white dwarf? So if you look on here, you can see that the types of stars are organized in these little dotted line bubbles. So we have our main sequence stars here. This is where most of the stars on the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram are going to fall. Most of them are going to be main sequence, which makes sense because we remember that most stars spend most of their life, not most stars, all stars spend most of their lives in the main sequence phase. So most of the stars are going to be a main sequence star. So this literally runs kind of diagonally through the middle of the chart, and most of our stars are found in this section. Then we have our giants over here. Okay, we have red giants. We have these red-orange giants. We have our supergiants. Remember those supermassive stars? And those can be all five colors. And then we have our white dwarfs down here. So if I ask you a question about what types of brightness and temperature a certain type of star has, you should be able to tell me based on this diagram. So if I say, what type of brightness and temperature is Rigel? Rigel's right here. Well, Rigel is really high on the brightness scale, and it's pretty high on the temperature scale too. It's about 20,000 degrees Celsius. Okay. To the contrast of that, we have Barnard's star right here, and Barnard's star is the coolest and dimmest star on the diagram. So you should be able to answer questions about stars based on this diagram, comparing their temperatures and brightnesses, telling me what kind of star they are. Are they a main sequence? Are they a supergiant? Are they a giant? That kind of thing, okay? And that's that, the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram.